Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Paola, and today I want to talk to you guys about the book Moses and the Burning Bush by RC Sproul. I'm still very new at explaining books, but hopefully I'm giving you guys what you want in regards to talking about the books and kind of what they're about. And hopefully you guys have picked up, I've only done 2 videos before this one, but I hope you guys have picked up either one of those books, or at least have become interested in them. That's kind of just the whole point of these videos, is I just want to talk about books that I love, so that other people can maybe find books that maybe they wouldn't have found. But anyway, if you guys have any ideas or any critique, or constructive criticism, then please leave it in the comments or shoot me a message on Instagram, and I would love to read that. So let's just get started. Today I want to talk about the book called Moses and the Burning Bush by RC Sroul. It's a very small book. My hand is also very small, but this is the size of the book. It is 101 pages, so super short, especially very short because it's such a small book in size anyway. But yeah, it talks about God's glory, God's attributes, and Moses's call. A lot of the books that I'm going to talk about, and I think pretty much all of the books that I'm going to talk about, will probably be on the easy to read side. To be honest though, I really have not come across a book that is super hard to understand. So yeah, I think easy to read and easy to understand is very important to me. So let me read to you guys the summary on the back of the book. The bush was burning, yet it was not consumed. How can an unholy people stand before a holy God? Who is God, and what is his relationship to his creation? And how can we know him? In Exodus 3, Moses saw a bush that was burning yet was not consumed by the flames. When he turned to look at it, God gave him one of the most profound theology lessons recorded in the Bible. There, God revealed himself in a remarkable way. And as Dr. RC Sproul writes, his revelation in the burning bush continues to have relevance for Christians today. I think that we're all at least somewhat familiar with Moses and the burning bush. But if you are not, RC explains it so well and so in depth in this book. I said that it was a book that was easy to understand, but it's also very theologically profound. RC Sproul was the founder of Ligonier Ministries, founding pastor of St. Andrew's Chapel in Sanford, Florida, first president of Reformation Bible College, and the executive director of Table Talk magazine. He was the author of more than 100 books, including The Holiness of God and Everyone's a Theologian. So RC Sproul, very well known preacher, pastor, theologian, just a great guy. I think we all love RC. But if you don't know who he is, or have never read anything from him, The Holiness of God is a great book to start with, but Moses and the Burning Bush is a really great one as well. So, like the summary said, the book goes over Moses's experience at the burning bush and his encounter with God, how the bush was burning, but it was not being consumed because God was in it. And we know that God is self-existing and self-sufficient. The book talks about what the burning bush and what this experience means and meant. Moses' story talks about God's glory. It talks about theophanies and Christophanies. So if you don't know what that means, the book, he explains it in the book. And in the burning bush. And in that passage in the Bible is where God reveals to Moses his covenant name. I am who I am. This book gave me a deeper understanding of Moses' encounter with God and just a bigger admiration of God's glory, his might, and his power. So just a really great little book. I have 2 quotes for you guys. The first one says, "A Christian's reverence for God doesn't rise to true worship until that Christian worships God not for what he has done, but for who he is in his transcendent majesty." The next quote is, and I love this next quote because it talks about when Moses sees a burning bush and he comes close. God within the bush tells Moses to take off his sandals because where he's standing is holy ground. And so RC ties that to our meeting in the church and going to worship the Lord on the Lord's Day, and how reverent that time should be for us now. So this is what it says. "But when people walk in the door of St. Andrew's Chapel," that's RC's church, "or any other gospel teaching church where the holy God is present, they step across the threshold from the secular into the realm of the sacred. That which is sacred is different. It has been set apart divinely by God. The sacred space is where God steps, acts, and moves. Christians gather together on the Sabbath day because God calls us to do so. He says, 'This is a place where I will meet with my people on Sundays.' That's why the New Testament teaches never to neglect the assembly of the saints, and that's found in Hebrews 10:25. We as human beings need every week to visit holy ground to get away from the secular and step across the border into the sacred. It's a place where we move from the ordinary to the extraordinary, from the common to the uncommon, from the profane to the holy." And I just love this quote so much because it really touches on the importance of going to church on Sunday, gathering with the saints, and really being reverent in the place where we are worshiping. So, yeah, I hope that you guys found this video interesting. I hope you go ahead and read this book. It's a really great one. I will try to put a link to a website where you can order all of these books, or just a link to the book directly in the what is it called? In the down bar. So it's just a lot easier if you guys want to go check it out. I will most likely be putting Amazon links down there, but if you don't want an Amazon link or you don't support Amazon, I will try to find the publishing company that sells them, which for this is really easy because I'm sure it's found on Ligonier.com, but I will link that down below, just to have other options of where you can buy the book. So yes, hope you guys are having a wonderful day whenever it is that you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much. Soli, gloria. Bye.